All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into the world of mentorship.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's funny because going through your notes, I see that you have all sorts of questions, like you're looking into the different types of mentorship out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're even curious about, how mentorship plays out in different cultures around the world.
Yeah, like, is it even a thing everywhere, or is it more common in certain places?
Exactly. And then, of course, there's the big one, the age-old debate of mentorship versus, just figuring things out on your own.
Right, like, can you really reach your full potential without someone guiding you along the way?
Okay, well, let's start with something from your notes. You ask, in which countries or societies is mentorship common?
Yeah, because it seems like it's everywhere, but is it really?
That's a great question, and I'm curious to get your take on this because it feels like a universal concept, but are there places where mentorship is like extra important?
You know what's really interesting? Mentorship isn't just some newfangled idea. It's been around forever, like woven into the fabric of societies throughout history.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
Take indigenous communities, for example. Mentorship is absolutely vital there. It's how they pass down traditions, skills, stories, their whole cultural heritage.
Right, it's like more than just career advice. It's about preserving their way of life.
Exactly. The elders guiding the younger generations. It's about keeping their culture alive.
It's about continuity, not just climbing some corporate ladder.
Right, and you see that in other cultures too, like the Guru Shishya tradition in India.
Oh yeah, a deeply spiritual kind of mentorship.
Exactly. It's about personal growth and enlightenment, not just practical skills.
Okay, so we've talked about where it's common, but what about the actual benefits of mentorship? You ask about that too. What is the use of it? Like, how does it tangibly help someone?
Yeah, that's the key, right? It's one thing to say mentorship is good, but how does it actually play out in real life?
Like, are there concrete examples of how it can move the needle for someone?
Think of it this way. A mentor is someone who's already walked the path you're on.
Right, they've been there, done that.
Exactly. They can help you avoid the pitfalls, they can share insights that you wouldn't find in any textbook, and they can even open doors to opportunities you never even knew existed.
So it's not about getting an easy ride, it's about having a more effective journey.
Exactly. It's about maximizing your potential.
And I think that leads us perfectly into the different types of mentorship because let's face it, not all mentorships are created equal.
Absolutely. You've got your formal mentorship programs, like the structured ones you see within companies.
Right, very official.
And then you've got informal mentorship, the relationships that just kind of naturally develop.
Oh yeah, like you connect with someone you admires or who shares your interests.
Exactly. And before you know it, they're giving you advice and guidance.
And we can't forget peer-to-peer mentorship, where you're learning from people who are at a similar stage in their journey as you.
Right. It's like a support system where you can all learn and grow together.
And of course, in today's world, we have to mention virtual mentorship.
Oh, yeah. Technology's really changing the game.
It's breaking down geographical barriers. You can connect with experts from all over the globe.
It's amazing.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. You ask, is mentorship bidirectional? Meaning, does it always have to be a one-way street with the mentor dispensing wisdom and the mentee just soaking it all up?
That's a great question because it challenges the traditional view of mentorship.
Right? Is it always top-down or can it be more of a two-way exchange?
Well, bidirectional mentorship recognizes that both parties can benefit from the relationship.
I like that.
The mentee might bring fresh perspectives or insights that the mentor hadn't considered.
It's like everyone's learning and growing together.
Exactly. It's a dynamic process.
And speaking of shaking things up, you asked about reverse mentorship, which sounds kind of counterintuitive at first.
Yeah, it really flips the script.
So explain this to me because I'm super curious about how this works.
Imagine a younger employee mentoring a senior executive on something like social media or the latest tech trends.
Wow, so the younger generation sharing their expertise.
Exactly. It's happening more and more as the pace of change accelerates.
I can see how that would be so valuable for companies.
It helps bridge the generational gap and ensures everyone stays relevant.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but I think it all boils down to this final question you pose. Can a person fully develop without mentors? It's the classic debate of self-reliance versus seeking guidance,
It's a tough one.
right? Because on the one hand, you have the self-taught individuals who've achieved incredible things through sheer grit and determination.
But then on the other hand, you have the argument that even the most brilliant minds benefit from having someone to guide them.
It's like you're exploring this vast library of knowledge, but you don't have a librarian to help you navigate it.
That's a great analogy. You might stumble upon some amazing things, but a mentor can point you in the right direction.
They can help you cut through the noise and focus on the most valuable resources.
Exactly. Mentorship can accelerate your growth, provide invaluable support, and expose you to perspectives you wouldn't encounter on your own.
So it's not about saying that self-teaching is bad. It's just that mentorship can be a powerful complement to it.
It's like having a map and compass in a world full of uncharted territories.
I love that analogy.
It can make all the difference.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's clear that mentorship comes in many forms and offers incredible benefits.
Absolutely.
And as you continue to explore this topic, I encourage you to think about which types of mentorship resonate most with you and how you might seek them out or even become a mentor yourself.
It's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely, no matter where you are on your path.
Well said.
All right, that's it for today's deep dive into mentorship. Thanks for joining us.
It was a great discussion.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing.
Bye, everyone. Bye.